Um, dun, 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 Put my watch on quick. Let's open YouTube and edit that quick. Set the game to old school. Oops, not animation. Cool, let's set up. Whack that over there, open that. Kushti. I think that's all good. Sorry. I'm still a little sick, so I'm like a little phlegmy and shit. Gross. Dun 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 dun. Sure. Dan wants to yammer with me? Oh my goodness. Good DPS. I have a good feeling about today. I think today we see something. Sip ya. You know what? I reckon we get the third spec too. Oh my god, it's happening. Thanks for following Imperial. Or Imperio. Appreciate it. Oh, my nose is like hella itchy too, bro. Just blowing it all day. I think my clicks are a little shitty because it's my First kill of the day. So it's first time opening Escape today. Sort of a little crusty, but it's alright. Yeah, I just did all of my rune crafting post 77 was Guardians of the Rift. How you doing, Turbo? Thank you as well, Victor, for the follow. Appreciate it. Oh shit. I'm slow on that. And I'm good. I'm happy you're doing well. It's always good to hear. No new drops. Oops. Didn't mean to click through. Oh shit, that's a lot of share spam. What the ruckus? I'm sure we'll see a drop soon. I'm a believer. Alright, first no fly of today. Let's hope we don't fuck it up. Oops, I went early. It's just so good, dude. I fucking love the no fly. There's no weird like running in circles cycle. And I like that you actually like have to do the mechanics rather than just like clicking around. Went early. Alright. First kill. What do we get? Boom. Chain bodies. I should pick them up. I was gonna be lazy and not pick them up, but I should. Because I'm gonna need the money. Just put my glasses on. Oh. I can see. Absolute beast. Killing bears. Yeah, I have a normie, but it's a terrible account. I literally only use it for dropping money over. Oh shit. Got hella friends here. Party at the G. Oh, dude. I know why I keep seeing Bernard. He's fucking... He's training his fire making, son of a bitch. Motherfucker. We have a max race, and well, I'm being hoed by Yama not giving me the 2 drops I need. He is thoroughly in the lead. Yeah, the whole idea of one dose, you believe it or not, it's a question I get asked a lot. And it's just as simple as any number is divisible by 1. 100% of the time, like any whole number. So if I have, 5, 2, 4 potions, or if I have 12 potions, you'll always have, 1 doses without remainders. How's the Emberlight nerf? It get nerfed? Oops. Oh, I never use it for that anyway. I only ever just did 3. Hardest boss in the whole game? I don't know. Maybe Soul? Oh shit. This guy's... Yeah, I don't know what the hardest boss would be. I'd be honest, I've played so much, I don't think any of the bosses are, like, particularly hard. At least not in their base form. If you want to say, like, Awakened bosses count too, I'd probably say Awakened Leviathan, but I haven't done any contracts, so... It's probably one of the contract fights, like the Oathplate one. We're being real. I wouldn't say it's super difficult. I mean, it's not easy, but it's not very difficult. There's lots of methods to solo him too. Of varying difficulties. But I wouldn't say Yama's a terribly hard solo boss. But I think Yama's not really a hard solo boss because it was designed to be solo, definitely. It's like it's got a similar vibe to Titans where like you can do it, but sorry, I'm sick. It's like you can do it, but mechanically it's like entirely doable without doing anything special solo, which means it's just easier to do it with no consequence. Because it doesn't scale or anything. I mean, yeah, I guess it depends how like good you are at the game or not, but I think it's more intimidating than it like actually is hard. Dumbass Dan. Oops, trying to fair earlier. I mean, gear isn't everything, but I mean, I guess it helps. But I've been doing all my KC unsuper combated, which I'm pretty sure makes my gear kind of shit, all things considered. I think it works out like worse than Bandos. How do you learn no fly? Watch Mogo Kirby's video and practice. Nice. Stop a power creep in this game is real. At this point, max gear shaves off more time. I mean, it definitely definitely shaves off loads of time, but skill will trump gear most of the time because all that gear does is make it make your fight quicker, so you can skip mechanics, or you're less likely to fuck a mechanic up because you're in the fight for less time. But I mean, that kind of will always be the case, though. Because like you could do the fight unpotted with a D-Simi if you wanted. And if you were good and had like the mechanics down, it kind of wouldn't matter. It would just take long. Which is not ideal if you're like farming what's a KC, but I don't know if you know what I'm trying to say, but huh? I just say I don't have anything I can burn on this fight. I don't want to burn anything. I wanted to cook that shark. Yeah, but you don't have to Tiki, Yamba. What's in my death pile? Nothing. I have everything on me. Oh yeah, max gear makes everything easier, but that's just gonna be true for anything. If you have more DPS, everything's gonna be easier. Because, like, same thing I said, right? You just have to deal with less mechanics, and you have to deal with the mechanics for less time, so... Everything's easier at max. Yep. Ooh, I don't play... I do have major range gear. So I have Missouri in my POH. My range weapon is ECB, Venator bow, and I have Virtus in my POH as well. But yeah, it's just ECB. It's all I have. Oh yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, there's plenty of people that like are dependent on good gear to do well. Thanks, man. Yeah, and the item in the bottom left, turbo, is the thing that turns your Torva into Blood Torva, just because I don't have the pants yet. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Kak. It's like the difference between like tanking waves in Inferno / Colosseum and actually solving them. It's like, yeah, you can throw on Justy and tank some of the hard waves, but you're not going to get better at doing those waves. Because you're essentially trying to skip a mechanic based on luck rather than do the mechanic. Whereas the difference is if you can do the mechanic, you know, you can do it in like monk robes with a 1 defense. I need to drink some water after this. Oops. Oh yeah, we're fine. Oops. I missed a tick. It's over. I missed 2 ticks, 3 ticks, 4 ticks. Wow. I'm quitting. Do. Oops, it was early. I don't play it. It's so weird that they teleport him to the middle of the arena, but it doesn't matter anyway because he can free roam immediately after he's been teleported. So the fix they did doesn't even fix anything. Because he still runs away. You can just shift right click them and mark their true tile. That is unfortunate to have that much bank from only norm drops, like nothing special. It's the way she goes sometimes, though. This is fine. Oh, I missed. Dude, the animation stills are so weird. I'll read that longer one in a second, Turbo. Just trying not to plank like a noob. Ain't no point quitting over it. I only quit if you're bored or burnt. I quit over RNG, because can't do nothing about that. Oops. Surely he doesn't melee me. You know, you can't get upset about things that you can't control, or you'll be upset about a lot of things, you know? In general, I think it's a good life rule. To try and not get upset or annoyed or bothered by things that you have no control of, because most things you don't have any control of, and it's just like, that's the way it is. Am I late? Oh, we're good. Okay. We're rocking in. Because I can't lie, I used to get hella heated over games and shit. And then I started playing with people who would also get hella heated, and I'm like, damn, what the fuck? That's kind of cringe. It's kind of cringe. I don't want to be that guy. Don't get me wrong, there's still obviously times where I get heated over games and all that shit, but for the most part now, I think I'm pretty, like, over all of that. Ooh, we're a little late here. Nice. I mean, we definitely fucked it up, but we managed to keep it in some kind of cycle. Oh, oops. Nice. Alright. I mean, that's... Come barrel. I mean, that's fair enough, but... We'll survive. And once you have max, you'll never need max again, you know? On topic of Inferno, and then mechanics and good, but I have no Inferno cable equipment. Do you recommend watching guys to learn mechanics, or do you think it could be more beneficial to go in and learn them myself, so it'd be like learning the game rather than doing exit? I think I'll like, for example, obviously I'm not everyone. Everyone will learn differently. I watched like 2 Inferno guides, and I couldn't get through either of them because they were so insufferably long. And that's what, like, the really difficult thing with the Inferno is it's very, very long. It's very, very long. So I know lots of people, like, recommend doing... Or I've heard a lot of people recommend doing Inferno before Colosseum. But I'm a big believer in doing Colosseum before Inferno, because the Colosseum teaches you the same fundamentals as the Inferno, but in a shorter, more compressed loop. So like 50, 60 of the waves are Inferno are actually like really easy, but there's so much opportunity to fuck up, right? Because it's a very, very long encounter. Whereas all of the Colosseum waves, bar like the first 1 or 2, are like difficult, or more difficult than most of the Inferno waves. But then as soon as you get past those, in order to like complete them consistently and get to Soul consistently, you're essentially practicing the same skills that you would be needing to use in the Inferno anyway. And so, for example, it's kind of extreme. I ended up doing like 40 Colosseum KC before I did my Inferno, and I did my Inferno in 3 attempts. Because I had already learned everything I needed to learn about the Inferno. I had done like a couple Infernos in leagues, but I didn't do the waves in leagues. You know, you just cheat and fucking put on like God gear and smash everything. But I think learning the Colosseum before the Inferno is better, just because that loop is quicker. Because if you die at like wave 60 something in Inferno because you didn't know how to like off-tick flick something, you know, or like alternate flick something, you have to get all the way back to those same waves again, which takes, you know, like if you're doing a first cape, like over an hour probably to get to that point. Whereas if you're doing it in the Colosseum, it's probably only like 20 minutes, 30 minutes in that you'll be needing to get back to that point, to the where you need to learn again. Because that's what I think makes Inferno so hard to learn, is because people are encouraged to do it before. Obviously, Colosseum didn't exist the whole time, but people are encouraged to do it before Colosseum. But it's so slow that, yeah, every time you make a mistake that results in a death, to get back to that point takes longer than the other way around. So my big recommend would be like watch a couple Colosseum guides and learn Colosseum first. Because the only thing that's really different once you learn the Colosseum is the Zuck, like the triple Jads and Zuck. And you just have to learn those when you get there. Because, you know, you can only learn so much by watching. Because the other big thing is nerves, right? That's, like, most of the time what gets everybody with everything ever is fucking the old Jad hands. For first quiver... Yeah, I'm UIM. For first quiver, I think the having as much really good melee gear as you can is really important. Because obviously you melee like almost the entire encounter. And it's more I'm gonna say something as well that might be like maybe controversial, not really, I don't know, but there's a lot of the encounter that you can do, you know, like with ranged or mage, being whatever your like alternate style is best, but being able to solve the majority of the waves with melee will speed things up a lot, and I think it'll teach you like better fundamentals. But I think like max max melee setup you can afford would be good. Scythe isn't necessary, but like if you can have a scythe would be huge. Because you just will destroy everything. But it's probably like if you don't want to do scythe, probably just like your best melee setup, be it like full bandos or oathplate. Probably be oathplate, right? Like full oathplate with a blade, or your next best slash weapon, and then T-Bow Missouri is your other weapon, so that you can do some of the solves with ranged rather than having to like do weird melee drags and off-tick prayers. But I think melee melee range is really powerful for Colo. I have 424 days on this account. Because definitely like having a T-Bow or a Bofa is really good too. Anything like that will really help. Because again, you can do every solve with melee only, but there are some that are just infinitely easier with range. And if you're just trying to get one KC rather than, you know, getting really good at that specific encounter to do it a bunch, it's worth just bringing like a range switch for. You lose supplies, but you'll probably save a lot of supplies, you know? Because you'll have to like flick less stuff. More stuff you'll be able to like safe spot or corner trap, and again, when you're just doing your first one, it's good to have anyway. Because if you get like competent and comfortable doing the Colosseum, you know, with a range switch, eventually you'll reach a point where like, you know, I know most of the mechanics or almost all the mechanics. Now I can start trying to melee absolutely everything, because that will speed up your times by a lot. But I think it's better to learn like mechanics like incrementally, you know. It's tough to learn everything all at once. That like really easily gets overwhelming. Like it would be easy to say just learn melee Colosseum, don't even bother with range. But that would probably be really frustrating. Because there would be so many times where you're like, wow, if I just had a Bofa or a T-Bow, that would have been free. So I definitely think it's worth learning with the Bofa / T-Bow switch. And then you can just slowly start using it less and less once you get more and more comfortable. Yeah, definitely for that reason. And I guess my other piece of advice would be don't afraid to eat food. Even if you know you're going to end up leaving yourself not enough supplies to do the boss at the end if you make it through from eating your food. Eating food lets you get further and further into the you know, waves, and basically gives you more practice. So don't be afraid to eat your food. Don't be afraid to eat your brews. You don't need to worry about like conserving your supplies until you're getting all the way through the waves, you know? And that's when you can start consistently getting through the waves, it would be more important to like manage your food better. But until then, use it. Just fucking use it. Because, you know, there's no point dying on wave 4 and having a full inventory of brews and restores, you know? If you gotta eat, eat. Because that's that big thing I think a lot of people do with the Inferno, is like they're always afraid to eat because they want to have enough supplies for the boss. And it's like, bruh, you haven't even made it past wave 30 yet. You don't need to be worrying about Zuck, you know what I mean? You need to be worrying about the rest of the wave, so just eat your food so you can practice them. I don't think a guide is necessary. Like, for the waves, guides are really beneficial just because, you know, they give you that little bit of insight, but I don't think you have to, like, watch guides or follow them super religiously. I think it's always good to just to watch them, because then you'll have a brief idea of like what you're getting yourself into. And having that little bit of information beforehand will make your life a lot easier. But I wouldn't say it's mandatory. I did my Colo blind like on the second day it came out. Because, again, practice trumps all, you know? You can watch all the guides you want and never do the boss or never practice it, and you're going to be garbage, but I think it's a balance of both, you know? Because obviously, just watching a guide isn't going to make you do it one and done. But something I like to do, which is maybe a bit overkill and it's kind of nerdy, is like when you're learning something, just have like Shadow play on GeForce or something, and just clip your deaths. Because it's really hard sometimes to tell what you died to when you're in the moment, right? And if you clip your deaths and look back at what you did wrong, it becomes, you know, a lot easier to correct your mistakes. And ideally, you wouldn't make that mistake many more times after you're aware of it. So just like being aware and keeping track of your mistakes, I think makes you less likely to make those same mistakes. But obviously, if you're not keeping track and you don't know how you died or something, then it's likely you're gonna fuck up the same way again because, well, you don't even know what you did wrong, so. Because that massively narrowed down. Like, once I started doing that when I went to content, like, just watching back what I did wrong, that, like, universally, across the board, had me doing things more consistently. Shit. Thanks for the sub, brother man. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Dude, my prayer is in the bin. I'm gonna turn off piety. Oh, I've only landed one arc light. That's why. Oops. No problem, dude. Was happy to help. Oh, God. Gonna die. Why is my prayer so bad? Hold on, I gotta lock in for a second. I don't want to be dying here. Oh, I'm not a hardcore Iron Man. I'm an Ultimate Iron Man. That means no bank. I'm not allowed to die. I think the no-fly is easier than the weird butterflies too. And I like that you actually have to like do the mechanic. It's a lot less crazy. Yeah, claws. Damn, getting no specs sucks. That was awful. Thank you again, Turbo, for the sub, bro. I don't know if it popped up because I know Stream Elements is having issues, so if it didn't pop up, I'm sorry. But thank you, I really appreciate it. Like, I wasn't able to go live for like 2 hours later, actually I wanted to, because Stream Elements was having issues. Lockbox! 14 Oathplate shards is good. It's good. It's not, you know, it's not an item, but it's good. Yeah, no problem, man. Weird demon sounds from coming out from outside. I think it's a plane. That is a plane. I'm gonna close the door, actually. Probably doesn't help. Oh, I'm at 406 shards. We nearly have enough, we nearly have enough shards. I'm sure the fantastic London air isn't helping with me being sick. Breathing in that shit. My next, Casey? Good question. 1525, but I think 8 or 900 of that is masses, and then the rest are 3 men. Why are you getting Oathplate if you have Torva? Oathplate is better than Torva. Torva Helm, Oathplate Body Legs is the best in slot in most places. Oops, I got one too many doses. No, where's Bernard with his campfire? I think at some point on this account, I'm gonna try and get Bounty Hunter Black Claws. It's probably gonna take forever and be really annoying, but it'll be fun. Am I gonna throw out the Torva? No, I'm gonna keep Torva. So I think how the DPS ends up working out is until the new boots come out from that Delve boss, the current best in slot is gonna be Oathplate legs, Oathplate body, and then once the boots come back out, it's gonna go back to being Torva. But I think Yama's fun anyway. And Oathplate's storable in the POH, so it's not like a complete waste. And I'm sure there'll be the occasional encounter where it's better than Torva based on the fact that you can't like hammer it or something. What world am I on? 521. Normally the world I'm on. Yeah, it's storable in POH. That's why I'm like just gonna grind out the full set before I do anything else, because I have 406 shards, which is what, 450 for one piece, but I'm gonna wait until I get my second piece like dropped before crafting the third, because it would suck. I don't have any dupes. Normally my dupes get dropped the second I have them. Running low on venom sacks. Yeah, I think what I want to do is get full Oathplate, and then once I have full Oathplate, I want to work on maxing, which is gonna entail doing chambers first. So I'm probably gonna end up maybe going for Radiant and then doing chambers and then max. I think it's kind of like my little goal. Because it would be nice to get a T-Bot, and then I also need Ancestral Top and Hat as well, and Elder Maul. And then Chambers also gives you lots of herbs, lots of gems and planks, which will be good for, you know, construction, herb lore, and crafting. Yeah, I haven't got round to doing the contracts yet, but I'm sure it's gonna be tough. But we'll be okay. But you'll find. It's probably what I'll do is, like, when I'm camping the contracts, I'll just AFK Black Demons with, like, the style I want to get the drop in and just fill my inventory with contracts. And then when I have, like, maybe, like, 10, 15, that's when I'll just send them. Nice. Oh, way too zoomed out. At least by the time I get around to doing contracts, they're all going to be, like, fully solved, but this is a little bit lame, because I think there's some fun in the mystery, but in, like, the actual solving of them, but I don't know. It's too aged to do that shit as a non-UIM, like, fresh. Plus, I don't even have an Oathplate to Radiant, so... Let me make a sandwich, I think, after this kill. Unless it's Twinkle and we send that back-to-backer straight away. I wonder if I can get the extra hit in there. I don't think I can, but... Oh. The Ultra God Cycle. I went early. I get a second attack though. Oops. Trolling. Oh wow, okay. I didn't expect to hit the 57 on 57. Like it to... Ooh, super combat. Let's go. I'm not gonna bother with the super restore mixes though. 6 thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Super combat's nice. I'm gonna actually have some good DPS. My Yama KC is 607. Oh, I know why my prayer getting drained so much, because I have preserve on. That makes sense. I need to start getting divines, man. Yep, I'm in a bank. I mean, Emberlight still works on him, it just doesn't drain his offensive stats, but I never used it for that anyway. I just don't have an Elder Maul, so I use it 3 for the defense drain. Yeah, exactly. Because I don't have an ult to horn on, so... I have a BGS, but it's in my looting bag. I'm just gonna stick to the Emberlight. The Amberlight is my consistent king. He always works. Just the offensive perps. Pretty sure it still drains defense. It definitely feels like it is. And I don't think they mentioned anything about it not draining defense. I think it was mainly... Oh, wrong thing. It was mainly because people were like using it to cheese the pet contract or something. They're just like specking the fuck out of it, so it just... He would hit you for like nothing. Should get in there. Yama's pretty fun. Oops. Those really bad clicks. Yep, I'm UIM. The smelliest of the Iron Men. What happens if I die? All my stuff goes on the floor. I'm allowed to die, so UIM just means no banking. Death is still an option. Death is actually a big part of UIM. Oops. Oh. Surely we transition. There we go. Thanks for the follow, appreciate it. I avoid them because the fire damage, yeah, and it's mainly I'm just trying to get in a good habit for when I do the contracts. It's good tech for some of the contracts. So I think in normal kills, no, it's not worth it, but again, I'm just trying to build a good habit. I don't know, I don't know if the hardest boss for me is. It's tough to say. I definitely don't think it's Yama. But I also play too much RuneScape, so I wouldn't say any of the bosses are particularly hard for me at this point. But I know that's just nerd diff. I still am a very big fan of Corrupted Gauntlet, though. I still think I would say that's my favorite content. Yeah, I have Blood Torva. I haven't done Radiant yet, though. Do, 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 do. Yeah, in Enrage he's 7 tick. I think out of Enrage he's 8 tick. Maybe? Diamonds. Don't Inferno is a comparable to Yama? Oh, wait. Inferno is way harder than Yama. Way more difficult. They said Yama kind of sits behind Vardor, like a little bit more difficult than Vardorvis. And I think they're on the money. It's probably around Vardorvis. You know, it's not super difficult, but it's not brain dead. But if you've done Inferno, no matter how long Inferno took you, I don't think you'll have much issues with Yama. I mean, obviously, learning takes time, and everybody learns at different pace, but I don't think it would take you very long. Great, I'm burning everything. I need to get the campfire ult back out. The method I'm doing is called no fly. Mulgoat Kirby has a good guide. And that's how you would like search on YouTube or something like that. What radio am I on? Yeah, it's a very good it's a very good method. I'm a very big fan. I don't think you can no fly in a duo. I mean, maybe you can. I don't think you can. I'm not 100% sure. In a duo, I always just do the other cycle, you know, the fucking Nomo Dono Mono Fly. Stupid ass name. But I also like the no fly because you don't need like 4,000 different tile markers. It just gets so ugly. The reason I made a UIM turbo is very unconventional. A buddy got me into old school, and I had a normie, right? Obviously, like the normie from way back when, but he had to start it fresh. And I played it for a little bit, and I was like hella bored. I was like, all I found myself worrying about was like doing whatever gave the most money that I could do. And I was like, that's kind of a boring way to play, and I couldn't like crack that mindset myself. So I was like, I'll make an Iron Man or something, because that's what everyone's doing nowadays. And then, for some reason in my head, normal Iron Man, having never played it, mind you, I was like, that's probably like really similar to a normal account. That sounds kind of boring still. So I was like, I just picked the most different account type. Because hardcore, again, is just a normal Iron Man, but if you die, you lose it, which is rough. So it just seemed the most different. And I basically just learned and played the whole game as a UIM, so just stuck on it now. But when it comes to the actual decision, it was just, yeah, just random. It was just like, this seemed the most different. No, I didn't think I regret it. I don't think I would be playing the game still if I wasn't UIM, to be honest. Hey, Ducky. Because I have periods where I play my normie for a little while, and I think I really want to play it, and then I just get bored of it. I don't know why UIM in particular keeps me the most entertained, but it does. Wasn't drinking haze. It might work for them. It definitely might work. What's the intro to starting it? Sounds rough with no bank. I did it guideless. I had no idea. I just played the game. A big motivator for me early game to reach goals was clue scrolls. It'd be like, oh, I couldn't do this clue scroll because you needed like 30 fucking or 50 fire making or some shit. I'm like, alright, I guess I'm doing that. I used to follow so techie. But, the part I enjoyed the most about it was the not really knowing everything. It being very different and new. That's what made it really fun. I think RuneScape is like very solved in a lot of respects, you know, like what's super efficient and all of that kind of stuff, and I think that's boring. So I had a lot of fun just kind of going blind into a mode and just sending it. And I mean, I'd say it's worth making one, you know? Like, worst ways you don't enjoy it, you don't have to play it. You know, you'll either be down one bond or whatever membership is now, $11. Ah. You have flight simmer or something, Turbo? Oh god. I'm taking a big hit here. I'm gonna step back in time. Oh, don't hit me. Thanks. That is one thing that, like, the dopamine, I swear, does hit like 5 times harder when you're playing Ultimate. Because, like, whilst most things are slower, everything does feel like a much bigger achievement. Not that it is, like, any bigger or more fundamental than doing it another way, but at least to me, it definitely felt that way. And I have a buddy as well that was like a max normie, and he plays UIM now, and he's like hooked on that shit too. And I have a lot of stuff stored in the POH, but it's only very specific things you can store in there. It's not like everything. And the caveat with UIM is you can only withdraw a set if you own the full set. So for example, if you only have Ancestral Pants, you can put the pants in your POH, but you can't take them out until you put the full set in there. Which kind of balances the fact that you have storage a little bit. And again, only specific sets are storable in POH. Like, you can't store Bandos, you can't store Torva. Basically anything from God Wards you can't store armor-wise. I need a cough, bro. Don't be sorry, bro. It's all good. I'm dying. I just stream to yap, to be honest. I have the most fun when it's just yapping. Running out of prayer. We have enough. Ooh, big damage. Nice. What do you think? What do you do with different attack setups? I think it's online. Yeah, so clue stashes are a popular way to store some items. Again, obviously you can only store like specific stuff. But something you'll see a lot of UIMs do is a looting bag. I mean, there's some UIMs that like opt to not use a looting bag because, you know, they just want to restrict themselves further. But the only things that can go in your looting bag are tradable items. So, for example, like my Ember Light can't go in the looting bag, the Purging Staff can't go in the looting bag, but the tradables in the looting bag. You know, like the Fang can't go in there because it has an ornament kit on it, which is stupid. Because obviously, you know, the unkitted Fang can, but punished for gaming. Yeah, no, UIM can't bank at all. So you can unnote items on a bank, but that's it. Other than that, you cannot interact with the bank. You just get like a chat message saying, fuck you. You're an Ultimate Iron Man, you can't use the bank. And then you can kind of use the Grand Exchange. But the only reason to use the Grand Exchange is to like put in a cancelled buy order for a bond, like is to buy bonds. Maybe got like 150 solo now. Most of my kills are duo. And yeah, since my Torva is Blorva, it cannot be put in my looting bag, which is stupid, but... I did it to myself, you know? I don't have anyone else to blame but me. I think UIM's fun. I mean, I can understand it's probably not for everybody, but... It's a different way to play. I like that it's so different. That's what makes it enjoyable for me. Because I find, like, base game... It just gets boring. I have an account, but... that I play, but... I just don't really find myself playing it that much. You're gonna hate the answer to this, Billy. People always ask it too, and it's something so obvious too once you like think about it, and it's just that any whole number is divisible by 1, so if you keep them as 1 doses, you'll always have 1 stack of that thing. Obviously, you know, that 1616 I don't think probably isn't divisible by 3, so you would have a remainder potion if they were in 3 doses or 4 doses, so on and so forth. So just having everything as a 1 dose ensures that you don't have any like weird remainder pots and you're wasting space or just having to drop them. Yeah. Like once you realize it's like duh, obviously, but I do get asked it a lot, so get 20 mil and okay, you can have 20 mil if you can find me, trade me, and then I'll give you 20 mil right there and then. Totally doable. I'm gonna go eat the butterfly. Get strength bonus. I need to go kill more Araxites soon. Unless I get lucky and I get I don't know, dude. 3, 4? 4. I think. No, wait, how many? Yeah, that's 4, right? Did you get 12? 12 shards per drop solo? Yes, I need 4, because 450. I've been stupid. 44. I'm joking, Chris. Ultimate Iron, I can't trade. It was a lie. If you traded me, it'd say this person cannot trade. Or they're an Iron Man, they stand alone, or some dumb shit. Okay, out of this one, I'm making a sandwich. Forgetting. Degenning. Big miss. Back to back. Oh. 4 zeros consecutively. Impressive. Backpack. Thanks, man. I'm assuming it's sarcastic, but it's not my fault I have resting bitch face. So I'll let you in on a secret. If I wasn't having fun, I just wouldn't play. It's that easy. Oops. Can't believe Dan scammed me too. Said he wanted to do some duos, and then he just disappeared. He's a hoe. Oh god, how I love being sick. Leave me alone, minion. Nice. I'm gonna turn off Preserve. There's no point. Just Burning Prayer. Could have been bad. We dodging? Alright, I make sure I gotta keep respecking. I've only hit one. Emberlight is not Emberlighting today. Alright, next one's jellies, but we skip them. 100%. Yep. Boom boom. Wait a tick. Wow, tick perfect. Why am I bringing food? True. I should bring no food and risk every kill. One mistake and it's over. Oops. Oh wait, I can Emberlight more. Well, I've done it a lot. Oh god. Oh, that was terrible. That's why we bring food. Everybody make a mistake. He glances, falls out of cycle. He's garbage. I think I have like 610 KC now. And if I die, my stuff just... You don't have gravestones on UIM. It's the old death mechanics where your stuff goes on the floor for an hour. And after an hour, it despawns. Mm-hmm. 610, yeah. That was 610 on the dot right there. Zami mix. Ooh, an elite clue. Yeah, let's hand that in. Yeah, let's hand that in. But yeah, it has the old mechanics, so yeah, you have a pile of loot that goes on the floor for 1 hour. After 1 hour, it despawns. And they did update it because it didn't used to be this way, but now like it paused the timer on the loot pile pauses when you log out, which is nice because it didn't used to pause before. But then one day the login servers went down, and I think like a handful of UIMs wiped because they had like their loot on the floor, and then they couldn't log in because the login servers were down. And then ever since then, they changed it. So your death pile follows you to whatever world you're on, because that was another thing. It stayed specifically on like the world you died, which led to more issues. But now, yeah, it pauses on the death pile pauses when you log out, and it follows you to whatever world you're on. So you can like hop to any world, which is nice. Alright, I'm gonna blow my fucking nose and make a sandwich. So I'm giga bunged up, man. Low. Who's this guy? Never mind, I won't see. Yeah, we have Zami Mix, at least so our next kills will be a little faster. Black Satchel. Why is that highlighted? This guy, he's got full Oathplate. Jealous. What is that? Oh, that's the BH Corsa. Alright, be back. Anytime I log in, I always see Crazy Twig just AFK here. I don't understand. For real. Mm-mm. You see Twig. There he is. There's Twig. He went to the bank. Making fire? I mean a sandwich. I mean, I won't complain. I'll use a fire. I don't actually think I even have space to use the fire, but you know what? In good faith, because if a man makes a UIM a fire, you know, he should use it. In good faith, I'll drop some food. I'll drop the pizzas, and I'll cook some sharks. Humble wig. There we go. I didn't talk to Twig. He's busy. Sure. Oh. Oh. Okay. Now it makes sense why he's always AFK. He's a tier away on his UIM. This guy pick up my pizza. My pizza. Oh god, that's the wrong keys. Oh man. I wish you could just like skip being sick. Do some Skyrim shit and just do like sleep for X hours and just wake up good. That would be ideal. Num num num. Bro said if I see pizza on the floor, you bet I'm eating it. That's crazy. He said he wants that floor pizza. I'll go back to smothering Yama in a minute. I just need to get some fucking nutrients in me one way or another. Dude, that guy looks crazy. Kind of looks like a sperm. Look at him. Little white afro with the little wiggly white beard. Why does he keep making fires in front of me? It's like a magpie or something. Oh, I need to sneeze. Wait, Joe got a contract of sensory clouding? Does that mean he's doing the kills? Or did he get that from a demon? Because he has Radiant. So, like, surely he's not killing the demon. I mean, I could just look, he's streaming, but... I'm just gonna guess instead. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay, I'm nearly ready. I'm good to my POH, so I can just pot after that thing. Mm. Okay. Oh, genie. Hell yeah. I nearly missed that, maybe. Sick. Boom, boom. Just let this go. Venom sack. Sorry. I mean, I keep clearing my throat, and it's probably annoying, but your boy not well. I can't help it. Come on, Yama. Great opener. Let this go. Oh, we're going good. It's pretty decent DPS. No jellies. Yay. No, jellies is next, but hopefully we skip, right? Yeah, we skip. I think it's impossible not to skip unless I just stop attacking. Well, I say that. Oh yeah, why am I not bringing thralls? That's stupid. I should definitely be doing that. You know what? After a few more kills, I'll cup those rune chain buddies and I'm getting my book. Oh, because didn't they move the... Well, I don't know if they've done it yet, but aren't they gonna move the long thralls down achievement, combat achievement tier? So I should definitely get my next tier of combat achievements too. Okay. I need to get some like lockets or something tomorrow. I didn't think I would, but the more I've been yapping, the more my throat is dying. No. Trolley. Okay. I don't know, I was trolling to start that kill. Okay. Oh god. Well, I wanted to see and I learned real quick that you can't stay there. I was wondering if you could, if you had that like attack cycle, if you could stay that tad bit longer and get the first attack. But you cannot. Lesson learned. Lesson learned, lesson learned. Ugh. Brother. Okay, we don't want any of that. That's gonna take too long to alch. Let's go get our book of the dead. Um, oh, 365. Yeah, because then this way Purdue's at Ferox, so this just makes my life easier. We're all in one spot. This is contract alch for 45k. Okay, not worth it. Definitely worth dropping instead. UIM. I can just get it here. I know it's free if I go to the hardcore end, but it's whatever. Dude, my nose, bro, is gonna drive me insane. I've gone through God knows how many tissues. Great! I'm burning everything. I gotta put these in the bin. Return of the Mac. See. Right. Yeah. Really, that's good. Nice. Combat tasks, rewards, master, GM. Has the thrall changes happened or not yet? That's like a summer sweep up thing, I think. But whenever it does happen, I should do it before it happens. I think there's a lot of pretty easy TAs too for me to hit that. Like there's a lot of like chambers times, stuff like that, which should give me a lot of points. But even then, you know what? After I get Oathplate, I'm gonna do Masters because it gives me 50% longer thralls, and then obviously 100% longer thralls when they make the changes. And it's crazy not to have longer thralls. Like insane. We'll do that. Oops. Because sorry. Nope, that burned me. I'm only gonna summon one thrall per phase besides P3. Because that's all I should need to do once I have the CAs. Which I know isn't the reality I'm living in right now, but that's what we're doing. But otherwise, this is a bit wasteful, I think. Dun, dun. Make sure I play melee. I always forget the. Nice. Oh yeah, throw. I don't really know how my prayer is gonna fare. And let's do slow. In a situation like this, because I'm using more now because of the thrall. But then the thrall gives me more DPS, so he probably pays for himself in prayer points, kind of thing. He must, right? One more tile back. 2 ticks. Nice. Okay, buddy. Misclicks are bad. Nice. Alright, we're gonna hit spec. I'm gonna land it too because I'm a believer. If we can. Go crazy, Thrall. Oh, so that one you can do instantly. This one you have to stall. Ah, I went early. Oh, I guess I don't need to summon another Thrall. It's overkill at this point. Nice. Easy. Yeah, Thralls are worth it. Thralls saved me a lot of prayer, actually. Emeralds is no good, though. Come on. Fucking emeralds. Useless. Ugh. I don't think I'm gonna stay on too much longer tonight. I know it's kind of short still. You know, it was short yesterday too, but I'm gonna keep it short whilst I'm sick because, like, I think I can feel a headache brewing, which I don't normally get, but obviously not well. So, but yeah, we'll do a little bit more KC still. His clicks really good. Da -na 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 -na. There we go. That's good. DJR. I need to upgrade my house, bro. My house is so sad. Look at that thing. There's like so many empty rooms. for no real reason. Yep, let's play Sorable and POH, yeah. I could have definitely got another hit in. I can prove that I never broke the law. You promised not to tell. I never saw what I saw. What you saw. Ah! Oops. I panicked for no reason. It was fine. Alright, this is jelly. Big whack. Oh, I forgot to summon a thrall, huh? Don't. Oh, we good. I believe in this thrall. This thrall's going crazy. You land this back? Yes. Holy wall of death. This damage is getting bad. This is jellies. But we skip. Oh god, the Visclex. Do do do. So yeah, that layout's only one tick he stole. Other one is two. Oh, I went early on that. I went early twice. Oop. Ah! Okay, that's the one with two tick. No, no. Just being patient. So important. It feels really weird when you have like all of that rushing at you, but patience is king. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, get 2 prayer doses. I'm gonna sending it right back. Nice. Alright. Let's get Gweb. I thought today might be my lucky day, but considering how short I think I'm gonna have to make it, I don't think today is gonna be my lucky day. Soon though, Yama will put out. Just as long as it's not a dupe piece, I'm a winner. Dum dum. Yeah, that's 2 ticks away. I'm good. Oh, I forgot my thralls again, bruh. I keep forgetting them. Transition. Thanks. Nice. Boom, boom, boom. Step back here. I don't resummon, I don't think. Spec him. Best viewers. No. 5 viewers. Bad. Oops. Give you all my love. Don't die. Ah. I think I got one more in me. Diabolical worms. What kind of loot is that? I know, like you and I. Thanks for the GG, brother. Drop that. Oh my god, he's on it, bro. Actual champion. Alright, last kill. Unless it's a twinkle. If we get a twinkle, we have to back to back. That's the rules. That's always the rules. Those are some crazy clicks right there. Pop that. Alright, let's get ready. At least we got one. Oh shit, my mouse is low. Oh yeah, I should summon Thrall. Okay. Why does it keep flashing like every 20 seconds? Surely it can't be that low. I guess I'll plug it in at Judge. That was early. Oh. Let's plug it in now. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. We're live. Ah! I thought you could jump that. Never mind. Always forgetting the thralls. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, nice. We got 3 specs. Sick. Iron Man? Yeah, Ultimate Iron Man. Let's get it here. I'm gonna rethrow. Actually, no, that wasn't worth it. Oh, wrong button. I meant to shift click and I red X'd him instead. Okay. That. Did I just drop that? No. Thanks, man. Cool. This is a good cycle. Easy. Good night, Yama. God, the no-fly is so good. I love no-fly. 500 soul runes! Ugh, I mean, that's not a bad lost kill, I'm gonna be honest. I'll take 500 soul runes for a lost kill. I know it's only been a short stream. I am sorry, but I was gonna start earlier, but what's it like, Stream Elements was having a load of issues because there's, I guess, some kind of Google Cloud outage thing, so I couldn't even open my stupid Stream Elements OBS. And then on top of that, I am sick, so I'm just, I don't know. I don't want to sit down at the computer too long. I can already feel like a headache brewing. I want to take a little break. So thank you for hanging out this stream. I do appreciate it. Thank you for the couple of follows today. Turbo, thank you for the sub as well, dude. Appreciate it on Twitch. You the man. And everyone else just hanging out on TikTok, YouTube, all that business. I really appreciate it. Streaming again tomorrow, and hopefully soon. Streams will be back to being a little bit longer. It's just like I said, yeah, I'm sick and all that business. So yeah.